Okay, so this is an update that Google put in for Google Classroom that makes it easy for teachers to start to keep track of the papers that they have already graded. So when you get assignments from students, and this is just a sample example of one, and you click on the actual assignment, you can look at the assignment. You open the assignment up, and you'll review this document, and you'll put in comments and all of that. And after you've actually finished grading that assignment, you can let the student know that it's been finished by returning the document back to the student. And it's really a good idea that when you're working on a document that you always return the document back to the student after they've submitted it. And the reason for that is that basically you have to kind of think of Google Classroom as being a shell that lives around Drive. And what happens when a student hands an assignment in is that they no longer are the owner of the document. You, the teacher, become the owner of that document. And I'll show you what that looks like. When you click on Share and you click on Advanced, it'll show you that the owner of the document, in this case this is the teacher, is this person. But the person who actually has the ability to view or print it was the person who created the document in the first place. So when you're done with the assignment and you decide that you're going to put in a grade, and let's say you make this 10 points. By the way, you can change the points there. It's just asking you to update the point value because it changed from 1 to 10. So let's say I put in 10. Now, what I should do now is that since I've finished the assignment, I can click on Return. I can return some documents and leave others behind. And the way I would do that is if there were multiple people here, I would just click off their names and leave the ones that I have actually graded. But after you put the number in, you can just hit Return. And so I can write a comment that would be a global comment if there were a lot of students, but this one would only be returned with a comment to that particular student. If I click on Return, it returns the document to them. Now, if I go to this page, instead of just having done, which indicates that they have completed the assignment, and those who did not finish the assignment are handed a document and they'll mark it as done, we also have what we call return. And what's nice about this is it keeps track of the number of papers that you have actually returned, so you can get a sense of where you are within your workflow. On the student side, when they look at their stream, it says return. So that means that they should know that it's been returned. And only at the point that it's been returned do they now become the owner of the document again. I'll go back into the other document. I now am view only, as it says at the top. And go into advanced, I can show you that it's the person who wrote the document in the first place is the owner, and now I only can edit the file. So that gives you a sense of what happens when you return a document and the fact that you are actually the owner of the document for the brief time that you are creating it. If you don't return that document back to the student, then they don't any longer have the ability to have deep access to it. You want to return all documents. In fact, you might even want to do it very quickly. So there you go. What it does now is it makes it so teachers can keep track of how many documents they have finished, which is a nice way to figure out how many they've gone through.